All right, we are back. I want to talk about today 3 ways to elevate your life. Okay, we're gonna stump on this real quick and we're gonna hit it and get out the way. All right, 3 ways to elevate your life. And as I was pondering this, I was like, man, we're living in a day and time now where people need encouragement. People need and are looking for a way to breathe, if you will. And what I mean by that is that life as we know it right now for a lot of people is very suffocating. It's very tiring and they're worn out. And people are looking for ways to elevate their life. They're looking for ways to escape, if you will, um, the vicissitudes and the challenges of life. And so we're going to talk about that. We're going to hit it 3 ways to elevate your life. Let's dive right into it. I wrote some things down. They're real quick, sweet, but we're going to dive into it, okay? 3 ways to elevate your life. The first way to elevate your life is you have to assess where you are. This is very important. And I think that periodically, whether it's every month, every 3 months, 6 months, every year, I think that you need to have times throughout the year where you assess your life. It's absolutely vital and important so you can take a consensus, if you will, get a trajectory of where you're going. Okay, you have to assess your life. Where am I? Okay, if you get on the scale and it says you're 280 pounds, you have assessed your weight. Okay, so we have to assess our life. We have to assess where we are. Assess where we are. Last year maybe we said that we would be making 183,000 this year, and we're a little bit short. We're at maybe 120. We're assessing that we're not where we set our goals, and that's fine. At least you're assessing. Some people don't assess at all, anything in their life. So they can have no goals, no vision, or no trajectory as far as where to go, how to get there. They don't have anything planned out or mapped out, okay? So we don't want to be that. We really don't want to do that, okay? We want to have a trajectory for our life, but in order to do that, it starts with assessing where you are. You have to assess where you are, okay? Now, the prerequisite for a lot of these things that's going to help to jet propel you past a lot of the stumping and the roadblocks of assessing where you are is to have goals, okay? Goals are going to help to navigate you to assess where you are, okay? You need to assess where you are. You need to have times by yourself. I know this is a busy world. I know everybody likes to party around people, have people around them all the time, and woo-hoo, loud noise and all that. It makes some people feel comfortable, right? But you have to have times where you get alone by yourself to reconnect with the you and filter out all of the other stuff that has influenced you to be somebody else. I hope that didn't go over your head. I hope that makes sense. Okay? That is absolutely imperative. There are some ideologies throughout the day that you're going to get through people, through the news, through the internet, YouTube, wherever, however, that will influence the you. You have to be intentional about who you want to be. You have to be intentional about that. If you just let the world just puke all over you, then you're going to have a pukey outcome, okay? So we got to clean that stuff off by getting by ourselves. I would encourage some meditation and prayer. I'm a Jesus guy. I believe in Jesus. And so I'm going to spend time with God. I'm going to pray. I'm going to connect. I want my intimacy with time. I want my intimate time with Jesus to grow and evolve. And that's going to help me clean out and filter out what's me and what's not me. So I can better assess where I am. So I can better assess my life, right? Okay. All right. That's number one. Number two is after you assess who you are, you have to accept where you are. Guys, listen, we got to be honest with ourselves. Lying, faking a funk, partying over your troubles and problems, drinking over your troubles and problems, and not accepting where you are is a bad road. And listen, we all have done it. We all have done it, right? If we haven't done it, we've been very tempted to do so. Guys, you gotta accept where you are. If you're 300 pounds and you thought you was, just gonna miraculously pop up and be 240 pounds by eating ding dongs and a loaf of bread every day, no. That's called delusion. Delusion is anything. Listen to this, guys. I want to help you with something, right? This is an aspect or a definition of delusion. Delusion is saying, if I'm 300 pounds, I'm gonna say, I'm gonna be 285 pounds by Friday. And if today's Tuesday, that's delusion, guys. I haven't accepted where I am. If I'm 300 pounds, I have to look at myself in the mirror. There are times in your life where you have to look at yourself in the mirror and say what you don't want to see about yourself. You have to do that. That is absolutely necessary, okay? For you getting to the next levels of where you dream of being in life. That is absolutely necessary. So you have to say, I'm 300 pounds. I didn't get here overnight. Now what I need to do is accept I'm 300 pounds. Now I can formulate a plan to get out of the 300-pound range. Okay? And how do I do that? What we've been talking about, setting goals, having a vision for your life. Okay? We got to have vision for our life. We got to set goals. Okay? So, all right. So we got to accept where we are. Got to accept where we are, right? If I got a bald head, right? I got a bald head, right? And I know that my head is bald. I'm not going to have a curly fro by Friday. I can say all I want. I can huff and puff and all this. Now you got the stuff about manifesting and all this stuff. I can say anything that I want. I can scream and holler. I will not have a curly fro by Friday. Okay? Thanks to age and the rapidness or the lack thereof of my hair, I will not have a curly fro by Friday. Okay? So we have to accept where we are, guys, right? We have to accept that. Okay? So self-acceptance, listen, self-acceptance is the key to accepting yourself. Self-acceptance is the key to accepting yourself. And what I mean by self-acceptance is the key to accepting yourself, I know that sounds like, oh, he's just saying self-acceptance is the key to accept. What I'm saying is that after you assess where you are, then you accept where you are through going through where you are, you can accept where you are. You can say, you know what? This is where I am. This is where I am. And hey, this is where I am. Now you can begin to climb out of that cave and begin to see light out of the cave. How? Because you know about vision and you know about goals. Okay? All right? Can't get to purpose without vision and goals. Okay? All right. So the third one is I have to elevate from where I am. Okay? How do I elevate? Say, how do I elevate? How do I begin to elevate from where I am? So we first went through assessment. We went through acceptance, right? Now, how do I elevate from where I am? Well, I'm going to share some things with you real quick, right? Reading, the first thing is, I wrote down here, and there's many other things than this, right? But one of the things we got to do, guys, we got to start reading books. You got to start reading, whether it's audiobooks, Audible, reading books in general, you got to start reading books, okay? All right? Who remembers the movie? I think it was House Party or no, the other movie, I forget. And the guy said, reading is fundamental. It's fundamental, guys. We have to, it is the fundamental stair steps to becoming greater, to elevating your life. Got to read books, okay? You can read self-improvement books. You can read books on, developing another skill set, whatever it is, Just begin to read books, guys. Read books. Go. If you don't know where to start, go on YouTube and say, and type in 3 recommended books for self-improvement, you know, and just get a feel for which ones fit you and start. Guys, you got to read books. We got to read books. We got to read books. People scream and holler about, I want to be this, I want to be that, I want to be better, but nobody reads. Did you know that your top CEOs and the richest men in the world read at least 53 to 60 books a year? It's somewhere around in that ballpark, okay? So we got to read, guys. We got to read, okay? There's information that you don't have that other people have to get you to your next level, okay? So we got to be readers. And real quick, getting around elevated people. Guys, you got to find out who is living an elevated life and get around them. You know what I'm talking about. You can get around somebody or be around somebody that is living an elevated life when you feel like you're living flat on the ground. You know what I'm talking about. That guy that has that air, that person that speaks and he feel like he's oozing with information. Now, you may not be able to be around them physically, but you may be able to be around them by turning on YouTube. Find out look up top 20 influential people in the world. Begin to study them. Begin to research them. Begin to watch their podcasts. Watch them be in an interview. Pay attention. All right, so that's very important. Getting around elevated people. Listening to elevated, next level information, right? That you haven't necessarily been listening to elevate yourself. And listen, we all get lazy sometimes. We got to shake that off, man. If we're talking about 3 ways to elevate our life, listen, we got to shake off the laziness. We all tired. We all work. But you can't complain if you don't put in the work. We got to put in the work, guys. Got to put in the work, okay? All right. So reading books, getting around elevated people. Also, find a mentor. You need to find a mentor. I remember my dad told me years ago, as many years ago, he said mentor means meeting every need through our relationship. Meeting every need through our relationship. So our relationship, me with the mentor, he's going to meet those needs as it relates to my relatability to him. Him relating to me, the information that he shares, the wisdom that he divulges to me. Mentors are very important. They're not to run your life, but they are a guide for your life. I'm going to say that again. Mentors are not to run your life. They are a guide for your life. A compass, if you will. Okay? So we got to get mentors, okay? Also, one more thing. Well, a couple more things. I got pray and ask God for direction. If you don't have a prayer life, you need to get a prayer life. Guys, we need to be praying, okay? I would encourage you, I would implore you to have a prayer life. And listen, ask God. I don't care if you never talk to him. It's as simple as this. God, I come to you now and I ask you, give me direction for my life. I know I was born with a purpose and I need to know that purpose. Give me direction, Lord. Give me direction. And I thank you for your direction. In Jesus' name, amen. That's it. That's simple. That's how I pray. Okay? We need to ask God for direction. Okay? All right? Ask God for direction. It's as simple as that. Okay? And the last thing I wanted to throw in there is take a shower and dream. Okay? Some of my most innovative thoughts, sometimes some of the most times where I have developed the most creative ideas and concepts have come from me being in the shower and dreaming. Sometimes you need to just get in the shower, turn on the shower, and see yourself walking in a building and see yourself signing a contract for $38 million. See, to some of y'all, that kind of threw y'all off. You're like, what? No, that just made you feel funny and awkward, right? Or see yourself sitting down and creating $3 million trust funds for your kids. You need to dream, guys. You need to get in the shower and dream. You need to see yourself elevating. You need to see yourself going to the bank and looking at your bank account and it's $13,348,000 in there. Think about that. We need to get in the shower and dream. That will help to elevate you as it relates to us elevating our life as we speak, okay? So listen, guys, I want you to exercise those things, and we'll see you here next time. All right? Peace.